What's new in my life, you don't ask, but I tell you anyway? I gave in to peer pressure from Tumblr, and I bought a jar of Nutella, thinking it would be the best thing that I ever did. It's literally just peanut butter and chocolate. Like, it's not that great. But you're supposed to put it on bread, aren't you? It's okay. I was expecting to have my mind like, this is the best thing ever, and I don't need anything else in my life, just Nutella forever. Because that's how everyone makes it sound, but like, it's peanut butter and chocolate. It's just a squishier Reese's peanut butter cup. I got contacts. I never had contacts before. You all probably thought I did after I stopped wearing my glasses, but the truth is, somewhere in like October, I broke them, and then I just stopped wearing them. But I finally got contacts, and now I can see naturally without having to take my glasses to like movie theaters and stuff. I also got these really awesome sunglasses which boost my self-confidence. I wish that were a joke. I'm getting hardwood floor in my room, so all of my books are now on tables in the basement, and I don't have a bookshelf anymore. There are stacks and stacks of books. Look at that, just broke my friendship. And this is my best friend, Avery. I'm getting these new bookshelves that are gonna be like all across my wall. There's gonna be like 3 bookshelves as opposed to the 1 that I had previously, so there's gonna be a lot more books on there because now I have room for everything that I had taken off. I've also bought quite a few books since the last time I did a haul, and I'm gonna show you them today. So let's get started with that. So I went to another book signing, which they always turn out well for me. I always walk away from a book signing really happy. There was Michael Grant, who, that's all I need. But on top of that, there was Ellen Hopkins, who I also love. Lauren Miracle, who I have never read anything of, but I have some of her books. Oh, I should have brought Let It Snow. Dang. There's Hilary T. Smith, who's a new author, so they brought her along to like help her out, I'm guessing. There's the author of Mila 2.0, which I don't really know much about. Anyway, I got there like 45 minutes early, and I wanted to sit in the front row of where we were, so I get there, I sit in the front row, there's Ellen Hopkins standing there. So there's me and Ellen Hopkins, we're like 5 feet away from each other. And naturally, I sit there awkwardly and don't make conversation. I could have become like best friends with Ellen Hopkins in that moment, but I just did not. She was on her iPad, I didn't want to interrupt her, she seemed really mysterious. She's really mysterious in person. But they do the thing, they speak, and then we get to get all of our books signed, and I bring an entire bag full of books. I have both of my parents bring an entire bag full of books, because you know how many books I have of Ellen Hopkins and Michael Grant. So I walk up to Ellen Hopkins, I'm like, how many books can you sign? And she goes, how many do you have? Just a few. She signed them all, because she's awesome, and I got to get a picture with her, and I was like, I used your Crank trilogy for a math presentation in my health class, which was kind of awkward for me to say. I got all of these signed, and she's got nice little messages in all of them. I also got Shine by Lauren Miracle signed, and Wild Awake by Hilary T. Smith, which actually sounds really good, so you guys should like check it out. It sounds pretty interesting. Then we get to Michael Grant, and I had like a full-on 5-minute conversation with him, and then he tweeted about me, and that was such a good day. He signed Berserk for me, so I also got the entire Gone series signed. Why do you have 2 copies of Gone? Tiernan, shut up. I wanted hardcover because I had the paperback. I almost bought the hardcover of Hunger, but then I thought that was a little extreme. Michael Grant is a really cool guy, and I'm so excited for to read Berserk, and whatever happens with the Gone movie or TV series, hopefully. Wouldn't it be crazy if I actually got Computer Jack? Anyway, I also have some other new books, quite a few actually, so I'm gonna go through those. The first one, which you guys probably already know about because I talked about it in another haul, is The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. I bought this because a lot of people are talking about it recently. For some reason, I mean, I know it's been famous like all of my life, but I thought that I really needed to read it and that the booktubeathon would be a good time to, you know, get through it, but that didn't happen. I also got this next book because I read about it and I thought it looked really good. There seems to be a really inspirational main character, and it sounds like one of those Perks of Being a Wallflower books, and Jesse the Reader really recommended it, and him and I have like a lot of the same book interests. This and Perks and Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. So anyway, it is Where Things Come Back by John Corey Whaley. Super pumped to read this. I think I'm gonna take it on the plane and read it on my way to California because it looks pretty quick. And I think it'd be a nice little airplane ride. Airplane read. The next book I got is Invisibility by Andrea Crummer and David Levithan. I met Andrea Crummer at another book signing and well, we all know who David Levithan is. The premise seems a little like weird, but I read a lot about how the writing style is really good and it kind of seemed like it could be a really good story. So I'm gonna give it a chance. It'll probably be a quick read. The next book I got I also have on my Kindle, but I've also heard that it's like the best Sarah Dessen book ever. I remember tweeting like a year ago asking what the best Sarah Dessen book, and everyone said this one. So I bought it on my Kindle, and this year I bought it in paperback for some reason. What's wrong with me? I got The Truth About Forever by Sarah Dessen. This is a new cover. They've changed like all of her book covers. I don't know what this means. It's a cool bracelet. I used to have one like this. This next book I got so I could see what all this hype is about because everyone's talking about this book. It's The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey, and I want to read this really soon because it sounds really cool. I also got the first book in the Last Apprentice series by Joseph Delaney, and that is Revenge of the Witch. Super pumped to get into this series. I've heard good things about it from a few people. This next book I got at a rummage sale, and I wouldn't have gotten it if it wasn't. It is Bossy Pants by Tina Fey. But Tiernan, don't you already have a copy of this that you read on audiobook and in paperback last year? Shut up. This was $1, so I was like, why not have 3 copies of the same book? So I have this one. I have it in paperback, which I kind of like better. And I have the audiobook, and I have a problem. But seriously, I love this book. If you enjoy Tina Fey at all, even if you don't, you should read this. My friend for my birthday, which was in June, got me this book, Every Day of Friday by Joel Osteen, and it's about like improving your attitude about things. I've been reading it slowly, like little bits and pieces of it. My camera's telling me that I'm running low on battery and that I need to shut up. So I'm gonna make this last part quick. The next book I got, I'm really interested to see what all this is about. I think this is the first one. It's Angels and Demons by Dan Brown. I know you don't have to read them in like a specific order, but I'd like to. So this is the first one, right? I really want to get into this series. You guys also know that I got Seriously I'm Kidding by Ellen DeGeneres. It's her audiobook and it's really funny. I've talked about it in the past few videos, but I don't have it on me and I don't feel like going upstairs to get it. So there was that, and I read that and finished it. The next book I got is Requiem by Lauren Oliver. This is the final book in the Delirium trilogy. I thought I'd be reading it in the booktubeathon, but no. I'm really excited to finish this trilogy actually. So it's been less than 24 hours since I filmed this book haul and I've already bought 2 more books, so I thought I'd just add them in here real quick. The first one is The Lauren Legacies. I'm number 4, Secret Files, The Secret Histories, The Lost Files, sorry. We have The Search for Sam, The Last Days of Lorian, and The Forgotten Ones. I got this in paperback. There like 3 novellas. There's another one before this, like another paperback of 3 novellas. I really need to catch back up on this series. I've only read the first 2, which makes me sad. So I think I might bring that on vacation too. The next book I got, which I wasn't really expecting to get this, is 10 Things We Did and Probably Shouldn't Have by Sarah Milanowski. I'm sorry. Kind of just in a mood for a book like this. You know what I'm talking about, so I might take this one along with me as well. I'm gonna be bringing a lot of books. Well, that's it. I'll just get back to the book haul. And finally, I got American Savage by Dan Savage. Dan Savage is a really cool guy, and all of his messages and things that he says. So that's about it. I will see you guys later when I get back from vacation. I'm gonna vlog when I'm there. I'm gonna like record stuff, and I'm so excited to meet up with everyone, all of my booktube friends. Let me know if you are going to VidCon, because I want to meet up with anyone who's going, who watches my videos, because that's like half the purpose, right? Anyway, I'll see you guys later. You can follow me on Instagram as well if you want. I've kind of not really talked about it that much up until this point, but you can. So I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.